Welcome to my Wednesday live session. This week we are having a think about actually being able to create the life that you deserve for yourself and what is standing in your way of doing that. So first of all, please don't forget to like or love, and please do comment as you're watching. I appreciate all of your comments, whether you're watching now or on replay. Don't forget to hashtag replay if you're watching on replay too. Thank you so much. So I did a little video on Monday talking about how excited I was and how inspired I am for the year ahead and creating dreams. I've got this. It's a really cheesy little little line that I've come up with. I haven't created it. I'm quite sure it's somebody else's. But I keep saying to myself, you know, they're not dreams, Pascal. They're your goals. So stop saying stop thinking about what I'm creating as being a dream. I mean, it was a dream, but now it's a goal, right? So I feel incredibly inspired to be helping so many other women to do exactly the same, because I understand how easy it is to come up with excuses. And I don't think we realise it's excuses. I don't think we realise that that what actually stands in the way of us. And I always say women, okay, because my client base is women and I am a woman, okay. I know this goes out to the men as well, although I think men generally have less issues when it comes to self-confidence and really kind of like storming forwards. Women are definitely catching up, but I think as a general statement, as a bit of a sweeping statement, we have a lot more on our plate. We juggle a lot more, and because we juggle a lot more, and we are if we are mothers, then we usually do the majority of the childcare. We usually do the majority of the housework and the domestic stuff, and we usually put our career progression either on a back burn or on a slowdown, right? Like I said, big sweeping statements. I'm not here to offend anybody. I'm just letting you know my experience as a woman, really, and the colleagues, and my colleagues during my social work profession, and the clients that I work with, right? So this is what I see for sure. And what it comes down to is self-worth, right? It comes in two parts. It comes as self-confidence and it comes as self-worth. But to me, everything comes back down to self-worth, or self-confidence. I love talking about both because both are absolutely epic when it comes to how we see ourselves and how we move ourselves forwards. So I recognise that as a woman, I'll speak for myself, I have lacked in confidence professionally. In fact, I wrote a post about this at the weekend, about imposter syndrome, and how imposter syndrome affects not absolutely everybody, but affects absolutely every section of society, regardless of your class, your education, your culture, your gender. Like, it affects everybody. And in fact, actually, imposter syndrome is much more prevalent, kind of like the higher up you go. So the higher up you go in your job, in your career, in your education, the more likely it is that you are going to suffer from imposter syndrome, because it comes with the growth cycle that you question yourself and you doubt yourself, and you wonder whether you're good enough to be doing what it is that you're doing. And a lot of that comes down to self-confidence and self-worth. So if we're thinking about our goals, right, there might be your dreams, but let's make them your goals. If you're thinking about your goals, what is it that's standing in your way? And I bet you the first thing that comes to mind is probably either money, time, or family, right? Because they are the three things that always come up, regardless what we're talking about. If you want to set yourself a goal, pick a goal now, what you want for yourself, for your family, like whatever you want it to be. And I bet you the first but that comes up will be either money, family, or time, because that's what it always is. But to me, it's never about those things, or it's very, very rarely about those things. What it's actually about is you. How do you feel about you? How do you feel worthy of your goal? Do you feel you deserve your goal? That is what it comes down to. That ultimately is what it comes down to. Do you feel worthy of your dreams and your goals? Because if you think about time, I'll do it when the kids are a little bit older. I'll do it when my husband's around a little bit more. I'll do it when I get the next promotion. I'll do it when I've got a bit more money. I'll do it when things have just settled down a bit. It feels a bit hectic at the moment. I'll do it when. That's not about all of those reasons. That's actually just about you not having either the confidence to step into it and do it, or thinking that actually if you do it, you're not good enough for it. You're not clever enough. You're not, if we're thinking about like maybe goals, exercise goals, you're not fit enough. When you get there, things will change too much and you won't feel worthy. They're all obstacles that stand in your way that aren't real obstacles. What it actually comes down to is, do you feel you deserve the thing that you are going after? And if you do feel worthy of it, if you do feel like you deserve it, then why aren't you going after it? This is what my husband and I came up with over lockdown. This is why we decided to move and make the move abroad and start that now. Because we thought, actually, why are we waiting? What are we waiting for? Let's just do it. If you are waiting for something to happen before you go ahead and do the thing you want to do, you need to ask yourself what you're waiting for and whether that is a legitimate reason or whether that is just a smokescreen. What is holding you back? You want to go for the promotion? Go for the promotion. The things that are standing in your way of going for the promotion aren't the real issue. I know this because I've done this with so many of my clients. Like the childcare issue, it can be resolved. The time issue, it can be resolved. You can work around that. That there might be practical things that you need to negotiate and wiggle, but that isn't the reason why you're not going for it. You want to do something different, something that's going to be more satisfying in your career, go do it. Take the first step. You know, whenever I talk about goals, whenever I talk about making things happen, I don't do it on the basis that you're going to wake up tomorrow morning and everything's going to be exactly how you want it to be, because that's just not life. But you can wake up tomorrow and you can take the first step towards creating that life. You can take the first step. So what is it that you want? You want more time You want more money. You want less numbers on the scales. You want more numbers on the bank account. Go for it. Go for it. Stop procrastinating. Start being really honest with yourself about what is standing in your way, and make a list of the first steps that you can do to create that life. I hope you're feeling inspired. I'm feeling really inspired. Enjoy the rest of your week. I'll catch up with you next week. Let me know your comments. I'd love to know what you think. And of course, if you want to know anything, if you want to know any more about ways that we can work together, and ways that I can help you to create the life you truly deserve, then drop me a message in my inbox, and we'll arrange a time to talk. Okay? All right. Have a great rest of the week. Take care. Bye.